Howdy everybody, I am Kolik and this is Summoner's War. Today I'm starting a new series about how to attack a Guild War defense. Oh sorry, what I'm trying to do is give you an idea of how to set up your attacks against their Guild War defenses. So today we're going to take a look at a few Guild War defenses and talk about why they're good or bad. Alright? So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead, and this is obviously not a great guild. And the first thing you should notice is the number of stars and the color above their defense. If they're red starred people, then they have pretty good runes. Okay? Not necessarily monsters, but runes. If you see an unexpected thing on there, you can assume that their monsters are not runed or are faster than you think they're going to be. So the difference between this guy's rune set and this guy's rune set is big. Alright? And we'll go into detail about what that really means. So let's see what he's got. He's got Chimera, and Crap, Leica. This is a troll defense. Okay? He is showing off his money. Unfortunately, this is a defense which we can't get a whole lot of information from. Okay? The easiest way to attack this defense is to attack the two guys that have low hit points and bring a tank for the third. There's really all there is to say about it. You could outspeed them. They don't have a speed buffer. They don't have an attack buffer. Well, okay. Yeah, they don't have an attack bar. Rakan self buffs, but yeah, whatever. I'd say Theo or Ryan Chasoon would be a pretty good team. They could take out the first guy. The Emesity team, Copper, Emesity, Bulldozer, could also manage this team. All in all, I don't like this team. As far as a real defensive setup, this team would rank as probably a D. An F is a team that is easily attacked by Nat 3s. Okay? This guy could easily be attacked by having one Nat 4, which is available in an HOH. I don't like that kind of defense. It's not good anywhere. So let's take a look at this thing. The second team, Leica is a threat, and that's it. So you need to bring someone who can handle Leica. Theomars can also handle Leica pretty well. A stunner, he has no immunity buffer. Anybody who can take a hit, yeah, pretty much that's it. That's what you need. Alright, well, that team's pretty boring. Let's see if we can find somebody else. Alright, so let's take a look at these two teams and why they're good. Now, the first team is very common in Guild Wars. Sierra, Orion, X. And the X can matter a lot. Now, on my Europe account, on these, you're talking about you're facing Guild War Guardian 2, Guardian 3 guilds with this defense. You can expect this Sierra to be tanky. You can expect the Orion to be too fast, maybe 280 speed. The partner to have massive damage output and have hit points. Yeah, they're going to have really good runes. But this guy's a fighter 3. And to me means that this guy's Orion is not going to be 280. It's going to be 240. Okay? Sierra buff, okay. Maybe 260. You could really bring in a Chloe if you wanted and guard the team at 270. If you wanted to be safe-ish, you could bring in a speed leader like Jolton, something like that. So This team is very difficult to attack, though, if you don't want to lose a unit. And generally speaking, I try to attack the teams that I don't think I'm going to lose a unit with, than attack teams I'm going to lose a unit with, or might have a good chance of losing a unit with. Perna could go ham. Sierra could be unviolent. I could fail the crit. Orion could be faster than I thought. Orion could derp. There's lots of variables here. That's why this is actually one of the better defenses in Guild Wars. They can randomly kill one of your units, and they could attack any one of your units, so it's tough to deal with. On my other account, I use 2 Nat 5s and Arena. Basically, you go fire, fire, Arena, Arena being on Will's shield, the other guys being on Will. That way you can ignore Orion most of the time. You can ignore Sierra most of the time. And Perna, unless it goes ham, because it doesn't have attack buff and won't have a defense break, won't kill anything either on the first turn. Problem is, of course, Perna lasts 2 turns. So you need to have a plan. You need to kill one of them on the first turn with your 2 fire units. It doesn't matter if these are Nat 5s or Nat 3s as long as they can take hits. Okay? Sin might be a good choice here, being on Will runes. There are certainly other ones too. Tsarian would give you some extra resistance. Could shut down Perna's passive and kill Perna off. Really and truthfully, your goal here is to kill Perna first, not Sierra. And the reason is because Rena can take 2 bombs from Sierra just fine. If you can kill the Perna off first, then you're pretty much guaranteed a win. Okay, not guaranteed, because Sierra, again, can be violent and can go ham. Okay, just like Perna can go ham. But that's the best route to victory. Alright, the second one is an interesting defense that basically says I got a Purger, I got an healer, and I have Theomars. And I also AoE defense break, and I do a lot of damage. Now this team looks kind of tough on the surface. Okay? And it can be. The thing about this team is you want to take a look at what level of player you're facing. I could actually bring a Copper, Bulldozer, or Messity team on this and probably win. And the reason why I would probably win is because this guy is a Fighter 3. He doesn't have enough hit points usually on his Juno to be able to survive my nuke from Bulldozer. And I can make Bulldozer go first. So the fact that he's going to dispel my buffs does not matter. If you're facing a Conqueror 2 team, then this guy probably has enough hit points to survive it. And that's the difference between a Fighter 3 and a C2. You have to keep that in mind when you're picking your teams. Now, so this is one of the hardest defenses to attack. It's an A. This can be attacked by other units, but this is hard to be able to pull off without losing a unit. Ritesh can armor break and proc an extra turn. That hurts a lot. Theomars can be tuned correctly to move and move after. This also may be a reason why he's only Fighter 3. This thing right here tells you these may not be speed tuned correctly. Yeah, I know, it sounds weird. Okay? But they may not be. What they should be tuned is Theomars should go second. Actually, third. Okay? Ritesh should go second. Juno should go first. I will bet that is not the case. Now you're saying, wait a minute, Ritesh doesn't scale with speed. Well, he gives a speed buff to himself. He does kind of scale with speed. But the reason is because he's going to do an AoE defense break. You purge off all their immunity and will runes. Then this guy should immediately follow That should be your plan. And when he immediately follows up, one unit gets armor broken. Maybe more than one unit. Theomars then comes along and says, "Oh, that guy right there, I have elemental advantage. Kill it." And Theomars does. That would be your ideal. My guess is this guy is set up to, do you know Purges? 210 speed. Theomar, 170 speed. Raytesh, 140 speed. There's a lot of room to cut in here, guys. Okay? In fact, looking at this team, probably you could say, because he's Fighter 3, I could bring in stunners and debuffers and just lock him the heck down, and he'll never be able to take a turn. That's a possibility. So, this team is usually, I would rate as a minus. Okay? It does not have the kill and randomness potential in this team. It does not have the speed to be able to deny strategies, unlike this team where it denies certain strategies. It limits your opponent's things that they can bring in. This one does not, simply because it does not have the speed to be able to bring those threats to bear. Retouch does not matter if your opponents have immunity. Your strip doesn't matter if they outspeed you. Okay? And they can. Alright. Let's take a look at a different guy. This team is a team that's just terrible. In my opinion, this is the type of team that you always want to see. Okay? And the second team, bad. Alright, now why am I going to say that you always want to face this first team? Well, the first team it has one threat. Okay? And there's a very simple team to construct in Guild Wars. It's the Katarina team. Now, I use one with QB, which is kind of strange for most people because it's like, wait, QB provides invulnerability. No, QB is not about invulnerability. QB provides attack buff and crit chance. Yes, he provides invulnerability. He involves himself. And I'm going to show you how this works in action. Okay? The reason why QB is really important is because QB is a water tank. Yeah, QB is a tank, which means that, what are the possibilities here of Katarina's swords? All on Veramos. Okay, Chloe can tank Chow's hit. Jasun can probably debuff some QB, and neither of them matter. I'll be able to take the hits. I'll slow him with turn denial enough down that I'll be able to get my next set of swords up, and then either Chow or Jasun will die. Okay, Chow dies. All the hits on Chow. He has no threat anymore. His biggest threat is Veramos going ham on Katarina. That's his threat. Okay, all among Jasun. Again, his only threat is Veramos going ham on Katarina, because Chow is not killing Chloe anytime soon unless he goes ham. So it's very hard to lose. And it's very simple and very fast. That's a pretty good setup. You completely ignore the fact that Veramos removes defense, removes debuffs. You can ignore the fact that Chow self-heals. You ignore the fact that Jasun heals, because Katarina hits hard enough that it doesn't even matter. She'll just one-shot them. Or at least I hope your Katarina does. If not, maybe you should work on your Katarina. Now, the second team he's got a potential stripper / stunner, a speed leader, and Theomars. Alright, so this guy, he looks tough, but really and truthfully, he has no attack bar buffer. So anybody with an attack bar buffer will outspeed him. And if you outspeed him, he has no heals, He has no sustain. Against this type of team, I like to bring this guy. Now my Orion is on Violent. He's only a whopping 129 speed on this account. That's good enough on this account. Okay? This team, what is he going to do? Orion's going to stun someone. I'm max accuracy. I'm going to armor break someone, most likely. I can maybe just strip off a will rune. I will, if I defense break Theomars, I will probably glancing him with Chloe instead of buffing. And then I will one-shot him. And he'll be at 1 HP with hopefully glancing. At that point, it really doesn't matter if he goes ham or not. He's dead. If I don't land glancing, then he gets a turn off. The only one I'm really concerned about is killing his Orion. He might manage that. That is a risk. How can we mitigate this risk? Okay, well, that's a good question. The second team that I could bring in is Lucian. There's no way this guy out Lucians me. So let's bring in Lucian. Alright, so yeah. And we'll see how that does. Now, obviously Fire Emperor. If he's built tanky, he will survive, but he won't do enough to kill me. If he's not built tanky, then I will probably win. Pretty easily. Alright, so let's do this. And dun, 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 charge! Oh look, extra turns from Chloe. Go figure. Now if I'm going to do an extra little bit of damage, I'm going to do it on Katarina. Oh, 4K. Alright. Alright, moment of truth. I picked 2 units. And that's typical. You'll pick 2 units. Okay? Child's dead. Well, everybody else is dead except Child. Alright, so let's go back into turn denial phase. We'll do a Desert Wind. Didn't get the slow off. We'll go ahead and leech a little life back. We'll leech a little life back. Now, his damage scales with his current HP. So we'll smack him with the big hit. And do 20k. We'll try and reduce his attack bar again. Failed. Alright, now he's debuffed us. I'll go ahead and throw a heal. Just in case he tries to go ham. I'll see if I can reduce attack bar. I got my stun in. As you can tell, this team is actually pretty safe. Anybody who doesn't have a fire unit that can attack Katarina or a stripper is kind of vulnerable to this kind of attack. Okay, so we'll buff. We will buff again. And then we'll wipe out Galleon and Theomars. Okay, so notice I get an extra turn. This usually happens with Bernard. So, didn't provide attack break, which I was hoping for. Oh, but his guy derped. So we can go ahead and we'll just dot up him, hopefully. Nope, we killed him anyway. And boom, no unit. Now, if he's Theomar procced 1 extra time, my Lucian probably would not die because I had defense buff. But if he procced 2 extra times, then he probably would kill it. Now, of course, I have 2 Lucians because I've been playing for a while. Not everyone has a Lucian team available, but you don't need a Lucian team available. This guy is very vulnerable to anybody outspeeding him. Very vulnerable. To be honest, you could take in Pheromos, Megan, and Random Healer. They're probably not going to be able to kill any of your guys. You can stun them down. You can cleanse off Galleon's debuffs. You would kill Galleon first, so he has no attack buff and no defense break. And then only defense break is from Theomars. Your stuns, you should be able to keep him locked down pretty good. Very easy to attack team. Let's see. Now, of course, I'm talking about these guys, and they're They're fire 2s especially. But this is another team I see put up a lot. Okay? This team is very easy to attack again. It's Katarinable. Okay? Yes. So now this team, I'm going to show off a different team. I'm going to go, instead, I'm going to put in Delphoy. So, alright, so here we go. Now, I like to play that back cleanup on my guild wars. So, this team, I'm designed, I'm trying to hit actually like green towers and stuff. So again, we'll buff. Now, no one is directly going to cat Katarina unless Theomar's armor breaks her, which is possible. It certainly can happen. Nothing is 100% in this game. Alright, so let's see where its swords land. Oh, we might put one on everybody. Yep, one on everybody. Katarina is equal. Alright, so if we can lead into speed slow here, this actually nerfs Theomar's attack power quite a bit. Okay? And there you go. Now, since I have a defense lead, Copper's Zanuck is going to hit harder than normal. But it is a great unit. I would love to be able to have one. Oh, I almost one-shot her. Let's see if we can Mind Shock her. So I only do half damage. So it's about 52k, 53k nuke that I did there. But she only takes half. She's a great defensive monster. Wish I had one, but yeah. Anyway, these last teams probably aren't going to be very interesting, but I want to hit a green tower. So do not be scared if you see this type of team right here. Okay, you can still Katarina it. It's not an issue. This guy can do some damage to Katarina. It's not usually going to be enough to kill her, so you don't have to worry about it. This team is actually fairly weak, again, to the Lucian team. Only because my Megan is on will runes. You would love your Megan to be on swift will so that she can handle to handle Leo. Uh-oh. As YDCB says, that's a bad sign. What does he know? Alright. So, pretty confident on these guys. They're mid-lane runes, they're early game guys. I wish I had a Leo. I wish I had a Verad. Apparently they're doing better than me in that respect, but you know what? Runes are king, and runes are queen, and they're all the knights and the rooks and the bishops too. Sometimes if you don't have the monsters, you don't have to compete with the monsters. This is a Nat 3, Nat 3. Okay, Lucians are really good. Nat 4, but Nat 4. And we'll just splat them. Yep, there we go. They're splatted. My Lucians are not exactly the best rune guys in the world either. I'm still working on this account. Most of the guys don't even have grindstones. This guild is mid-lane weak. Well, not mid-lane weak, but they're mid-lane. They don't do a lot of raids, unlike my G3 guild in Europe, who does raids. There's always someone who wants to do an R5 run. I've literally spent an entire month in R5 in January. Yeah. Alright, so Chao does his thing. Gives more attack bar, gives more attack bar. He'll do buffs, he'll do attack. Alright. Moment of truth, right? Oh, we didn't crit. Oh. Okay. Let's see if we can scale back their attack a little. Oh, we got a nice stun in. Nice to spare. Oh, look at that. Pop him. Alright, we'll see if we get some more attack bar reduction going on. Oh, we got no. Wow, it's not lucky. We didn't need it, but it's nice. That lessens the chance he's going to go. Well, I guess lessens the chance he goes ham if he just dies in one shot. By the way, Chow shouldn't be dying in one shot. Okay, your Chow needs enough extra HP to be able to take hits. That's the whole reason why Chow has that passive. If you don't have enough enough hit points, it doesn't help you very much. So, anyway, this guild defense, it's a D. Okay, it's a D. It has no will runes. Okay, it has a guy who's easily counterable. He looks cool, but he's easily counterable by anyone who's got a will rune set. One will rune set. Okay. This guy over here, his Chow is too weak. His Vertihil is also weak on HP. And I don't know about his Chisun because she got one shot by Katarina. Taking out either of these components basically breaks the team. Another team that you could bring in here very easily is have a Tessarian. Tessarian shutting down Vertihil, and then you can easily one-shot him because he has low HP. You can shut down Chow's bonus attack damage, and again, he doesn't have much HP, so any water you can then one-shot him. He has no armor breaker. He's got an attack buffer. He's got a healer, but that's not his weak components. His weak components is not the healer, but these two other guys. They're not runed well enough to be useful. Alright, so I hope that helped out a little bit. This is my first episode on how to attack, and I hope you got something out of it. This is Kolek, signing off.